told me never trust these hoes and these niggas just as bad.
Alright, y'all, so I'm here to share this story about my first time going to Atlanta. So in the meantime, I'm gonna be doing my makeup. Yeah. So y'all, I'm just now hitting Atlanta. Everybody done been 10, 11 times, and that was my first time ever going this year. So I wanted to share this with y'all because if you are following me on Instagram, then you already know a little bit of some of the events that went on in Atlanta. I was just there the 5th through 8th. 5th through 8th, 4th through, I think it was the 5th through 8th. But so I was just there. And so I'll just start from the beginning. So first of all, y'all, my crazy sister was already there, and she came home. Y'all will be looking at my mirror too. She came home and was like, let me take this back. First of all, before she even got home, y'all, she hit me up and was like, I want to come back tomorrow. Now, mind you, she was already in Atlanta, so she's talking about I'm about to come. I want to come back tomorrow because she realized she was off for the holiday. And so I'm like, she was like, you want to come with me? So I'm looking like, yeah, like I ain't never been, why not, you know? And so she was like, all right, well, look up flights, whoop-de-whoop. So now I'm up here looking up flights and stuff like this while she's on her flight back home, y'all. So it didn't, ignore this. We'll get to that a little bit later. So yeah, so I was just like, oh my God, like certain things, I didn't know exactly what she wanted to do. So I couldn't book like the flight that was like a really good one. I couldn't book that one because I didn't want to do it and then something go wrong. You know what I mean? So I just waited till she got home. It was only like less than 2 hours. So yeah, so that's how that happened. So I had to plan my trip in less than 24 hours. She probably told me her flight was like 5 something. She probably told me like 4 something. And we flew out that next day at about, what time was our flight? Oh, you know what? We had to change it. But anyway, it was like less than 24 hours, y'all. Like, it was so fast on like how we found out that we were going, well, she was going back and then I was going, and then to where we actually got there. A whole 24 hours, craziness. So imagine that, being like overwhelmed and you get home and you looking like, I ain't had time to go shopping. I ain't had time to get my nails done, my feet done, nothing. That's why you always gotta stay ready, because messing with Amanda, my sister, you don't know what type of situation you might be put into. So anyway, so that's just how the whole trip even came about. And so then, like, oh my God, it was like the morning of, I get an email saying that our flight had got canceled. I'm looking like, here we go, you know. So I'm looking like, oh my God. So we up here, now this is like 7:30 in the morning. I woke up super early because I wanted to be prepared. I didn't want to be rushing and, you know, things like that. So we're looking at other flights, blah, blah, blah. Found one. Everything was cool. So then, now mind y'all, this was Labor Day weekend. So either places were super booked, like, completely booked with rental cars, or if they weren't, they were charging like $250 a day to have a rental car for like a small one. This ain't even a luxury. Like, it's a small car. You know what I'm saying? Like a Nissan Sentra or something little like that. Like, so we like, oh, So luckily, she had a friend who is from Cleveland. She had a friend who was already there, and he told us about Turo, or I think it's called Turo. He told us about that. So we got our car situated. Boom, everything started going smoothly. Like, at that point, because I told her, I was just looking like, don't worry, ain't nothing good gonna come if you be worrying. So I was like, it's all gonna play out. We didn't find out about that until she, for some reason, her Wi-Fi worked on the plane. Mine didn't. But she found that out, like, when I think we was on a plane, like, we were, like, getting to Atlanta, and she found out about Turo, so she looked it up. By the time we landed, that's when she was like, I found the car. I'm like, cool. So she was like, we can't get it till tomorrow, blah, blah, blah. So, which was cool because we got there, like, in the evening anyway. I have a piece of hair on my face. We got there in the evening, and so, we didn't, do, like, the absolute most to where it was just like, oh, we really need a car. So, we get there, we check into our hotel and stuff like that, and, we just like, all right, let's get some food, blah, blah, blah. She told me about this spot, which was actually right down the street from our hotel. She told me about this spot when she was there, like, the first time she went to it, I think it was the first time she went to Atlanta, but it was earlier this year. She had told me about that spot, and coincidentally, our hotel was right down the street. So, look like I scratched myself right here. But so yeah, so everything was going good. We got us some food and stuff like that. So we inside of the place, just chilling and stuff. Coming to find out, man, we went, like I said, we went up there for food, and then we get up to the line. We got there, I'm not kidding y'all, we got there at like 9:50. So the security was low-key acting like a butthole. He came and like locked the door and stuff like that. We looking like, what are you doing? Like, and so come to find out, talking about some they about to start charging at 10. So I'm looking at my watch like, oh, okay, well, we here at 9:50. Like, I don't know what y'all talking about. Y'all, they made us like wait outside until 10 o'clock. Like, that sounds stupid. So we get inside. So we, had to pay. Like, I think it was $20 a person we had to pay. So, and I'm not complaining about having to pay. It's the fact that we were there. We didn't even know it was like they had to pay a 10 type of thing. But we just happened to get there at 9:50, and we had to wait outside till 10, and then had to pay when we got inside. That wasn't cool to me. Because, like I said, we was already there. Now, it's one thing if we got there at 10:01, like, all right, well, it's 10 o'clock. But no, we was there, like, way before. So, whatever. So, we get inside. So, we asking the girl who we, giving the money to, asking her about food and stuff. We were there to eat. And so, she was just like, yeah, well, you go stand in that line over there, and they'll seat you, blah, blah, blah. This is where people need to be all on the same page. Because we get in that line or whatever, and the host was like, well, no, we're not serving food right now. We're not seating anybody anymore until 11:30. So we look like, yo, it's 10 o'clock. That's a whole hour and a half. I'm just looking like, all right, whatever, man. So we still go inside, and get us a drink and stuff like that. My sister was looking into like getting hookah, that type of stuff. Just not that we were waiting for 11:30, because Lord knows I didn't want to purposely wait for 11:30 just to get some food. But we still wanted to enjoy ourselves while we were there, because it was still a nice spot. It wasn't just a restaurant. They had half the side with like the booths and stuff, and then the other side had the bar. So we still wanted to enjoy ourselves. And it was like, I don't think it was karaoke, but it was different people up there singing. It was like they was changing different people. It wasn't like, it wasn't just like one band or something like that. Y'all, if y'all see me doing this, I promise I'm not digging my nose. I have a new nose ring, and it's like that, like the little hook. And sometimes it be pressing against my nose and it be irritating. So yeah, so like I said, we still wanted to, enjoy ourselves or whatever the case. So we in there chilling, vibing, boom. So this guy had walked up to my sister. Now, mind you, like my sister, know a few people there. And so he walked up to her, and like, they started laughing and stuff. And I'm just looking like, oh, okay. I'm thinking like, all right, this just somebody she knew. But I'm thinking to myself, I ain't never even heard of this dude or seen them. So, because I know the people she know there. Like, I know who they are. So I'm looking like, all right. I'm like, I don't know who this is. So he had a friend. So I ended up like, talking to his friend, chopping up with him. And I was talking to the friend. And so I found out that he didn't even know my sister when he started talking to her. But they like, y'all, if y'all could have seen it, it was just like, oh my God, they know each other. They didn't know each other. So moral of that story is, we was, kicking it with them and stuff. And so, we was talking about where we were going next. We were supposed to go skating at Cascade, but that didn't really happen because of course they from Atlanta, so they just like, y'all, this is a Saturday. They like, Cascade don't jump on Saturdays, they jump on Sundays. Like, y'all gonna be wasting y'all time going there on Saturday. So we look like, you know, I guess, you know what I'm saying? So not that we didn't go just because they said not to go, because me and my sister was like, well, we still gonna go, you know. So the plan was still to like pop up, I guess, I don't know, but they was telling us about this one spot that jumped almost every single day is what they said. So we like, all right. So we ended up going there, and the guy was the owner's brother or something like that. I can't remember. They was like real close. Basically, they was close enough to where we walked straight in. We ain't wait, y'all. That line was so long. That line was so long outside, and my sister was like, look at the girls, look how they looking at us. I'm like, paying them no attention, like I never do. And so she was like, look how they looking at us. Because we was, you know, with these two guys, and we just like walked up, showed our IDs, and we kept it pushing. We went inside, like, and so so we get in there. It was real nice. They had like this bull that you can ride and stuff like that. It was like a really big, you know, big spot. They had food. So, you know, I was down. So moral of the story is we ended up staying there. We didn't even go to Cascade to go skating or nothing like that. And it was just a really good night. It was a cool night. Left there and went back to the hotel. We probably got back to the hotel probably like, we was only there for like a couple hours. So I would say we probably got back to the hotel like 1 something. I don't know. Like it wasn't like late, but it was, you know, it was cool. And so, so yeah, so then come the next day. What did we do the next day? The next day we got the car, and I ain't gonna say we had to, but because we wanted the car at the time we wanted it, the guy whose car was, because like I said, this place was basically like the Airbnb for cars. So he told us, like, you know, if you get it at this time, you know, if you guys don't mind taking it to get it clean for me. So that's basically what we did. Like, I mean, somebody may have had an issue with that, you know, but we didn't. We just, you know, took the car. And so, you know, we took it to the car wash and stuff like that. Took a little longer than I expected it to, but it wasn't nothing to like hugely like complain about. So after that, we got us some food. What did we do? We went back to the hotel. What else did we? I'm trying to think of what else we did that day. I remember that day just kind of being like sort of chill. What did we do that day? Anyway, I can't remember. I have to like, and that's the thing too, like I didn't even take like that many pictures, y'all. I didn't even really take that many pictures. But so this was Saturday, Sunday. I cannot remember what we did on Sunday. It'll come back to me maybe. But I don't remember Sunday being like a huge day where we just did like, you know, like a lot or whatever. Like I don't even think we really, did we even like get dressed up on Sunday? I don't even think so. So we are just gonna move past Sunday because I can't remember. And so come Monday, which was the holiday, her friend was telling her about this water park. This is a story, y'all. So telling her about this water park, and so at first I was like, I don't know if I want to do that all day. You know what I mean? Like, don't get me wrong, like I love water. I haven't been swimming all year actually. Last time I've been swimming was November for my cruise. So I was like, I'm like, I don't know if like I want to do that all day, you know? And so she was like, well, if we go now, we could be back by 5 and stuff like that. That way we can still, you know, kick it here in the city. I said, okay, cool. I don't want to be that person that just, you know, mess up something she wants to do. So I was like, all right, cool. So the only problem is, The only problem was, oh, that's what happened Sunday. We were supposed to go to this pool party, but we were like gonna go there, and then we found out that it got shut down. That's what happened. Sunday was real chill up until that point. That's why I can't really remember. Sunday was real chill up until we was getting ready to go there, and then I was waiting to hear back from my friend, who, I mean, we both know him, but was waiting to hear back from our friend that lived there. And so by the time he called me back, he was just like, you know, they got shut down and whoop de whoop. So we ended up going somewhere else. So that's how that night ended. Oh shoot. Yeah, okay. So that night, Sunday night, after that, because I was about to, we was about to go to the pool party. So, but in the meantime, we was just about to get a drink. So I had on my swimsuit, but the way it was made, it kind of looked like a regular shirt. Like it was low cut, but it wasn't like a two piece. And so, all I did was threw my jean jacket on, and I threw some, some sweat shorts on. And so we was about to go there, and that's when I found out that, that's when we found out that it was shut down. So we were literally probably like minutes from this place, but it wasn't a far distance between our hotel and the restaurant that we was about to get drinks from. So we just went back to the hotel. I changed my clothes to like what I was going to wear after the pool party. And then that's when we went, to where we was going and stuff. And so we ended up, going to this one place, and it was real cool. That's where they had hookah and stuff like that. It was real cool. And then afterwards, our friend had got us into Young Jock's new club, what's it called, South Beach. So we ended up going there, had a really good time, whatever. So then come the next day was the actual water park, not the pool party. So we get there. I mean, actually before we got there, because y'all, that swimsuit that I had on was, if you move the wrong way, your titties gonna be out. So it was like, I'm not about to, even though I didn't get in the water with it at all I did was took pictures. I was like, told her, I'm like, Mandy, I can't wear this, to this pool party. I mean, to this, water park. I'm looking like that's gonna be too much moving around. Gonna be too many kids. I'm looking like I'm not about to sit here and keep moving this over. Now, if it's one thing to be at like a cute little pool party and you just sitting there, you know, sipping your drink, but it's another thing to be like actually trying to have fun, and then you up here trying to keep putting, you know. So I'm like, I don't want to deal with that. So, and plus she didn't bring a swimsuit because we didn't plan on doing none of this. Like, we found all this out about the pool party and the water park when we got there. So we're like, all right. So we go to Walmart. Walmart ain't have a thing, and they're like no swimsuits. So we go to Target. Y'all spend way too much money on this swimsuit, but y'all know how Target is. That's why I don't go to Target. Like, I don't care how much money I plan to make in the future. Like, I don't see myself being like, I'm about to go to Target. I can't see myself saying that. So, yeah, so end up going to Target, spent like $60. The swimsuit alone was like $35. I'm looking like, it's just a regular one piece. You know what I'm saying? I'm looking like, why can't this, you know, anyway. So I'm looking like, all right. So we got that, got some shorts for like a cover up. Did that, and then we headed there. Got there, you know, everybody situated and stuff like that. Got drinks from the tiki bar. It was cool. Everything was smooth. Then they started talking about going on the water slide. And so at first I'm like, nah, I'm like, that's too much. Like, I don't want to really, really do all that for real. So, but I'm like, you know what? Because my sister was talking about going, and I'm looking like, you know, I'm gonna just go. I'm gonna thug it out, and I'm gonna just go. It was one of those ones where you sit in a donut and you slide down the actual water slide, and whatever, then you land to this little area of water. I'm like, yo, if I flip over, I'm gonna be so salty. So going down, my heart was racing because I didn't plan to get my hair wet, y'all. So going down the slide, everything cool. I get to the bottom. It was a smooth landing. Okay. Smooth landing. Don't know how this happened, Don't know how this happened. This was actually bleeding. Don't know how this really happened because don't get me wrong, like the underneath the water was concrete. So I guess when I was trying to get out, I don't really know exactly when this happened, but like I said, it had started bleeding. And so I'm like, oh Lord, I'm like, that should have been my cue to sit down somewhere, okay? But I didn't. So they was talking about going to this other one. And so I'm like, you know what? I'm like, okay, my hair got wet on the first one, but it, like I said, I didn't really. It was cool. So then the second we got on, it wasn't the donut things, y'all. This one is one of the ones you laying back and the water just splashing on you, right? So that was my second warning to stop, right? So we do that and get out the water. Now at this point, like my hair is like completely wet, but everything was cool. So going down the water slide, everything's straight, and so that's when I'm like, okay, this kind of fun. I'm like, maybe I don't mind, but I should have stopped, okay? I should have stopped exactly where I was. I should have stopped in my tracks. So, of course, they like, all right, we're going to another slide. So, I'm like, all right, man. So, they was like, y'all, this one really ain't, like, it was a slide, but it wasn't a water slide. You wasn't sliding down water. Does that make sense? So, you still in these donut things. You still, at that was, the third one was, you still in the water donut things. Water donut. You were still in the donut things, but you weren't sliding down water. You were sliding down just this, I don't know. I would just say like a regular slide, but it wasn't water. But you led into the water. And you supposed to just like, you just be in the water afterwards. And so I'm like, oh, this cool. I'm looking like, I ain't about to be in the water. I'm looking like all it is you just sliding down and then your donut just gonna drop into the water and you just gonna slide. And it was 4 lanes, so each one was separated. And all you gonna do is just like kind of like glide to the end and you get out. I'm like, okay, that's smooth. I'm looking like the first one with the donuts went smooth, so I was like, all right, that's cool. And so the twist was, this was another red flag that I should have listen. So you had to wear a life jacket. I'm like, why you gotta wear a life jacket? I'm like, why do you have to wear a life jacket? But the thing is, when you get that water, that wasn't like that wasn't like the first slide, right? That was actually the water, the deep water that people were like swimming in and stuff. But just further out, because this wasn't by like the sand and stuff. This was like sort of like dead in the middle, not in the middle of the water, but like in the deep part of the water. You wasn't by the real, like, is it shallow? Is that the word? Y'all correct me if I'm wrong. But like that little part that's like kind of like a couple feet deep, you wasn't right there. So that's why they had to give you the life jacket. So I'm like, all right, this whatever. I'm like, this one, I said we should have did this one first. I'm looking like this one about to be real weak. I'm looking like we should have did this one first and led up to them other ones. Little did I know I was wrong. And so, we waiting in line and stuff like that and get our life jackets on. So what happens is you on this like before you take off, you put your donut. This is a prime example, right? This is you and your donut. And this is the thing that you are on, like that you're sitting on. You put your donut on top of this. So you sitting in your donut on this, right? So when it's time to go, where everybody good, everybody in their donut, this thing drops. So that's how you start going down, right? So that's how you just drop down and then you start going. That was the best way I could explain it. And so, yeah. So that's what happened. So I realized my sister's, hers didn't go down right away with ours. Hers was a couple seconds slower. So I'm like, all right, man, whatever. So I'm going down the thing, it's fun. I mean, I like stuff like that anyway. So I'm having fun and stuff. And so, y'all, before I knew it, I was swimming up out of some water. Okay. I don't remember anything about falling into the water. I don't know what happened to my memory within them couple seconds. All I remember is me going down this slide, y'all, real fast. I remember going down this slide, and then next thing I know, I'm up here swimming up, trying to find some air. That's all I knew. I do not remember actually like tumbling inside of the water. So, so I'm swimming up, right? And so, I turned around because I knew if I had gotten into the water, most likely my sister had fell into the water. Not that I didn't care about the other two guys we were with, but you know what I'm saying? That's my sister. It is what it is. So I get up and I turn around and then I saw my stocking cap, y'all. The one under my wig. I saw my stocking cap. I saw my stocking cap floating next to me in the water. So I grabbed it. I'm looking like, this gotta be mine. I'm like, it gotta be mine. So I grabbed it, whatever. So y'all, it didn't even hit me right away. This was the crazy part. It didn't even hit me. So I grabbed my stocking cap, so I immediately turned around. I'm like, man, you good? At that point, she was already like, remember I told you I was separated by them things that float, just like creating lanes. She was already on that thing. So I'm like, okay, I see she good. So it hit me at that point. I said, wait, I'm holding my stocking cap that was under my wig. That means my wig is off. Y'all. I touched my head. I touched my head, y'all. I felt my braids, like, that are under this. I felt my braids. I'm like, oh my God. So now I'm looking around me. I'm looking like, where's my hair? I'm looking like, yo, if my hair go down in this water, I don't know what I'm going to do. So I'm looking around. I saw my hair, girl, floating next. I said, floating next to me. So I'm just like, yo, I immediately cracked up. Like, not for 1 second was I embarrassed. Like, I was cracking up so hard, y'all. My stomach, I don't think my stomach ever hurt that bad in my life. I was laughing hard for a good 20 minutes. Like, I couldn't talk for nothing. Like, I was laughing so hard, y'all. Like, I'm like, yo, this really just happened. Like, my wig really just came off in this water on this slide. Like, I'm like, oh my God, this did not just happen. This did not just happen. So I'm like, so I got my hair, and then I also looked, I heard the lady was like, there's a hat floating in the water. So I see my sister's hat. My sister had a hat on. Her hat, I don't even know how it got over to my side, but so I got her hat, my hair, and my stocking cap all in my hand, so I can't at this point swim normal. And I had to also grab my donut and take it to the end. So I'm looking like, this is a full on disaster. So as soon as I got up to the top, the one guy, he helped me up or whatever. And so, like I say, I wasn't embarrassed. I don't really care. Like, I was cracking up, y'all. Cause it was so funny because I could not believe that had just happened to me. Like, I'm really sitting here looking like, this is not life right now. But y'all, that had just happened. So, got out the water. All I could do was just drop to my knees, y'all. All I could do was drop to my knees and keep laughing. I couldn't do nothing else. I could not walk. My stomach was hurting so bad. I was laughing so hard, y'all. That was so funny. It was like, because I didn't think right away So that water, the wig was probably floating for like a minute. So I'm like, oh my God. So when I got out the water, that's when my sister had came over to me. All we could do was crack up, y'all. I'm trying to really paint this picture so it don't be one of them you had to be there type of moments. But imagine you going down a water slide with hair on, and you come out the water looking like a totally different person. So I'm like, oh my God. So like I said, so we up here cracking up. So I didn't have enough time. First of all, I wasn't about to be walking through all these people, because at this point we were off the slide. So I wasn't about to be walking around all these people with my wig off. So all I did, I was trying to look at it to like, because like, I don't know if y'all really pay too much attention, but it's colored right here. So that lets me know that this is where it's, you know, the middle, where this color is. So I'm looking like, okay, let me try to find the top and, you know, part it down the middle so that way I can at least put it on straight. I'm trying to think of this and do this real quick. That ain't really happened. So all I did, just so I wasn't embarrassed, and now again, I have my sister's hat in my hand. So all I did was, I think it wasn't right in the middle, but it still wasn't like backwards or nothing like that. It was like to the side a little bit. Because I remember seeing it like this piece of hair that was like right here. So that just tells you I just threw that cap on. So I put the hat on, and I put my hair on, and I threw her hat on. I felt so stupid. I looked stupid at that point, because I'm looking like, this is not how this supposed to be looking. So we go to the bathroom, and that's when I'm up here, because now, if y'all ever had hair just floating around, y'all know that's like, I ain't had no comb on me or nothing. So it was like, not matted, because the hair is good, but it was just all over the place. That's the only way I can really explain it. All right, y'all, I had to throw my lashes on real quick. So yeah, so as soon as we got off the water slide or whatever, that's when I just threw the hair on, threw the hat on. So we're going to the bathroom, and now I'm up here looking real crazy, because now I can finally see what I look like. So usually what I've been doing with this wig is I've been using my Gots to Be spray, my hair spray, to put it on. So that means no residue, anything like that. And so but this time, as soon as she told me she wanted to go to Atlanta, I was already about to put my wig back on. So only thing I did was, my neck and stuff looking real, I'm getting darker by the day. So all she told, when she told me that, I was like, okay, well, I'm about to put my wig on differently. I'm about to just, glue it on my boho. So y'all, I had put it on 2 good coats of boho, and I put on a layer of the spray for the Gots to Be. So I'm up here thinking I'm doing something. I'm like, oh yeah, this good, this straight, whatever the case. So so I get into the bathroom. So now I can see, like I said, I can see what I look like. And it was all this white residue along my hairline. Well, like along my forehead, stuff. So I'm like, Lord have mercy. This is how I looked when I got out of this water, y'all. So now I'm still cracking up. Like, this is still hilarious to me. Like, it was like, I'm telling y'all, that was the funniest thing that's ever happened in my life that I can really even think of. The funniest thing. So now I'm doing that. So y'all, this little white girl, she was probably like 7 or 8. She came in, she was looking at me. You could tell she didn't want to stare, but at the same time, I shocked her because she didn't really know what was going on. Y'all know they don't know nothing about no wigs and glue and stuff. And so I'm looking like, I'm like, oh Lord. So I'm just like, that was so funny to me. Like, so I'm up here putting this on, I put my sock cap on. At this point, like I said, I'm looking like, I just got to do what I got to do. Like, I can't be sitting here worried about, who looking at me. I got to get myself together before I leave about this bathroom. So that's when I was able to really like, look at the wig and like really get it positioned correctly and stuff like that. But again, mind you, I didn't plan on any of this happening, so I don't have anything with me for my hair at this water park. Like I don't have anything. So, only thing I could do was align that wig up, this wig up to how it's supposed to look. I put it on and I put my sister's hat on. That's the only thing I could do. Like, I couldn't do anything at all. There was nothing I could do. Only thing I told them, I said, y'all, I'm done with these water slides. I said, I'm not doing it. So then the next one they talk about something, no, this one ain't that bad. It's, it ain't that. I said, no, we're not doing that. I'm not doing that. You can do whatever you want to do. I'm like, I'm not doing that to myself. I'm not about to, after having my wig come off, to get back on a slide. I should have learned my lesson the first 3 slides. Well, it was 2. The first 2 slides. But I didn't. So no, I'm not going on a 4th slide and it come off again. And I'm up here still looking. No, I'm not doing that to myself. And so, because, for one, I just wasn't doing it. And then 2, at the end of those slides were people. Like, people waiting on, like, other people to come down, come down the slide. So, but now the slide that my wig came off on, it wasn't anybody at the end of the slide. Remember I told y'all it was kind of like in the middle. So the only person that was right there was the worker. It was nobody else waiting for, anybody. So thank God I wasn't like in the middle of all these people. Like, oh my God. Like, it was so crazy. I had a good time. I'm not gonna take any of that away from the fact that I had an awesome time in Atlanta. Like, it was still so much fun to me. I definitely have to go back. Especially, like, not that COVID really stopped anything for real, but COVID's still slowing stuff down, so it's like things aren't normal. So I just want to go back when things are back to normal, like 100%, hopefully whenever that may be. But I would like to experience it, then, where we're not like, scared about stuff, But yeah, y'all, that was crazy. So that was Monday. That was the holiday when I put this wig back on. Because once I got back to the hotel, I blow dried it and stuff, and everything was Gucci. Like, this hair is awesome. And so, got back to the hotel, got it all together, glued it back on, because I brought my glue with me. I wasn't crazy enough not to bring my glue at all, but I brought my glue with me, so I put it back on in the hotel. That was Monday. Today's Saturday, and this part only lifted up because I was actually like peeling it up. I'm about to get ready to take it off anyway. And then this just came up today. This was not like this yesterday. So if I wanted to, all I have to do is just like spray that. I ain't about to put no more glue. All I would have to do is just spray that and do that. But y'all, this wig, this hair, that's what I was saying. I was like, I laid it down so good. Like, this hair is awesome. And I still have not washed it since it was floating in that water. I still have not washed it, and it's still doing its thing. Even though that sounds real nasty that I'm still wearing this hair, but I just ain't have time since I got home to like fully redo it. But I'm about to get ready to take it off in it anyway within the next couple of days. But yes, y'all. So that was my I ain't got no brush in here or nothing, but that was my Atlanta ATL experience. And like I said, I had fun. Yeah, this is getting real flat. This ain't even moving because I had to wax stick the fool out of this hair. Like, look at that. Yeah, it's not even. But still, with this being, I washed this. I watched it the day I put it on, and we left Saturday, so I did this Friday. So this is a week of, you know, just like dirty hair, and it's extra dirty because, like I said, it was floating in nasty old water. And so yeah, but like I really can't even complain about anything. Like, I still had a good time. I will go back with braids. And yeah, like, if y'all saw, I'm telling y'all, if y'all on my Instagram and y'all saw, my sister just got a kick out of it. If y'all saw that story, did I save it? You know what? I think I saved it. If I saved that story and it's on my phone, I'm gonna put it at the end of this. So I would just have to see, like, once I get done recording and stuff. But I think I saved it. I hope I did. I hope I did. So yeah, you guys, that was my story time, and get ready with me. I'm all done. I'm about to get ready to get dressed because it's just a little something with my body shaper on, and my waist trainer. And yeah, y'all, so if y'all like, this still look good to me. So if y'all want to hear any other experience that I've had, or whatever the case, just let me know, and I can put that into a video for you guys. But I just felt the need to explain this story because people was reacting to our stuff and, you know, was laughing and stuff. So I'm looking like, and then like a guy I know, he was just like, when he saw me, he was like, I see you ain't got a hat on, because it was a joke about me putting on my sister's hat. So it was just like, all right, I need to explain this story, because we never explained. I never explained fully of like how I was thinking as soon as I came about that water. Like, I never explained any of that on Instagram. I was just talking about how my wig came off. So yeah, I don't want to just like start rambling, but yeah, y'all, if y'all want any other, it doesn't have to be like a story time or like get ready with me. Like, I don't have to be doing the two together. It was just, I was about to be doing this, so I might as well say the story, whatever. So yeah, whatever y'all are interested in, let me know. I need to put some on my lips. Let me know, and I can get that out for y'all. I hope y'all laughed at this story, how I was laughing. I know y'all ain't gonna be laughing how I was laughing, because it was hilarious, but I hope y'all still got a laugh out of this. And yeah, I will catch y'all next time. Yo, that last slide just got us. Y'all don't even know the half of it. I ain't gonna even say, but just know my wig came off. So as y'all know, I had a Nike hat on to protect my hair, and we go down the slide, and once everybody flipped over, Miranda's wig came off. My hat ended up on her side of the slide, and it oh my God, that was just too funny. I ain't never experienced nothing like that. Well, she ain't never experienced nothing like that, let me say. So I don't have a hat no more.